You guys ready for 3 hours of face-offs? So who read the plan or the description? What's on the docket today?
Technique, film, and then competition.
My man, right? So today, obviously we have 3 hours. That's a pretty good chunk of time, especially like a lot of you guys come to our 1 hour sessions. It's mainly just focused on taking reps, right? So today's a really good opportunity for more teaching, more like a slow down type paced learning experience, I would say. And you guys are kind of our first ones we're trying this educational experience format out with. So we'll probably do like an hour and 15 to like an hour and a half of technique. And we're gonna do some stuff that we haven't really worked on a ton, like standing up, jamming, tie-ups. That's me. And we're gonna try to combine all those things together and then really rep it out in that second segment. We're gonna split with some film, which we're gonna probably just set up in here on one of those walls. And I'm gonna show you guys how you can like watch and scout yourself and think about what other people who see the film of your games are thinking and how you can make improvements, as well as how to scout your opponents, because I think that's a really valuable thing that not you guys don't really get educated on, right? How many guys have film access for high school? How many guys aren't in high school yet? So you guys probably will, but I think it's almost becoming like a standard where, what are some of the platforms you guys use? Huddle, Crossover? You guys, yeah. But I think all high school teams, what's up buddy? All high school teams are trying to get to that film aspect, which I think is great. And especially at our position, it's something you guys can utilize. I know we put a ton of stock into it. That's why George helps me out a ton with that stuff. And we try to film everything so that you guys have constant access to watching yourself and going back and kind of seeing what works for you and how to emulate other people who are pretty successful in facing off. And like one thing, how many of you guys go back and have ever watched videos from like a couple months ago, half a year ago, year ago? Why do you do that?
See like what we got better on.
What you got better on? What else?
What we might be doing like wrong now.
What you might be doing wrong now. I think that's even more important. So is the trajectory of you guys getting better at facing off like this? Who knows what it's like in reality? You would hope it's like this, so it's constantly upward, right? I would say it's more like this, where you're trending upward, but there's peaks and valleys along the way, right? You're gonna have bad games, you're gonna have really good games. You're gonna lose to kids you shouldn't, you're gonna beat guys that you maybe shouldn't have, right? All of that sort of stuff is why it's really important to go back. So how many guys have been following the PLL season? You guys watching the Faceoff stats, the numbers? How many guys are Whip Snakes fans? Let's go. How'd I do the first game? How'd I do the second game? Not good. How'd I do the third game?
A little bit. I think you did a little bit better than the second.
Do you know what the number was?
Not really sure.
15 for 21, is that pretty good? It's better than the first game. First game was 20 for 30, which is 66%. So I went like this, and then even higher. So I used that game as a really good learning experience, right? And what I did that week, I was like, what is wrong with my punch? Like, I'm getting the ball raked out on me. That hasn't happened in months. How is this happening? I watched film of last year, probably the second half of the season when I started playing for the Blaze and really crushing it with clamps, and I was like, my body position's off. I'm not dropping all my weight to my right club. 3 little things helped me immensely as I've been facing off this past weekend, last night after Natick, crushing it again with my clamps, right? So film is a really great tool to help kind of lock back into the basics and figure out what you're doing right and wrong. Does that make sense? So I'll show you guys how to kind of use that to get better today. Coach Reisman's going to be joining us. He's actually been the starter for the Cannons. He's driving up from Long Island and he did not take the ferry per my request or suggestion. So he's going to be a little bit late, but he'll be joining us too. So for starters, I'd like to get warmed up. And I think this first segment, we're really going to focus on clamping, tie-ups, stand-up, counters, and jams. Does anyone have anything else they know they want to get better at? I think we're going to be able to hit like most of the stuff that I've really had planned for this, but we'll try to break it up into like 30 minutes a clip. So this first 30 minutes will be like warming up, getting our hands going, working on getting our clamp dialed in, and then we'll break and we'll kind of break it up. So I know 3 hours is a long time. We'll make it fun and we'll have a good time. Sound good? Why do we do the ball drop drill? Who knows? Is it a reaction time drill? It is hand-eye, but when we face off, is the ball moving or is it stationary? stationary. So this is not applicable. So why would we do it? Warm up, but how? Physically or mentally? Mentally, why? Focused, exactly. Do you have to be focused when you face off? Very, right? If you're not for a millisecond, you're gonna win or lose. Probably lose. And like my biggest, I think, analogy I'll make to you guys, how many guys have gone down for a face-off and the ref talks to you, or you say something to the ref and you feel like you weren't ready for that face-off? Or when you're taking reps and you guys are talking about something, you continue to talk when you go down, the other guy's not talking, you get smoked. Why is that? It's all focused, right? And I always say it, like this weekend, George was like, you had that one early in the game and it was right towards the end. I thought that was gonna be it. And I was like, honestly, the ref didn't say down. So I asked him if he could replace the ball because he didn't say down, he was just about to say set. And because I talked and the other guy didn't talk, I went back down and that was the only face-off of the game that I went early. And I was like, I knew it, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just went with the flow, right? So being focused is a skill that you have to work on, right? Just like all these techniques we do, we have to train our mind as well. And how can he better focus when we do something like this? What's a quick way to reset? There's a few things that I've done that work, but I wanna see what you guys think. Breathing. Breathing's a great one, right? Whenever you guys stretch or you work out or exercise, you're always taught to breathe, right? I think, how many guys have watched boxing? What do they do when they punch? Are they holding their breath or are they kind of exhaling as they punch? Exhaling as they punch. So one thing to think about is just timing up and focusing only on your breathing. Second, we have to look at this thing. I think most guys do. Like I've told people who go early, hey, maybe you close your eyes so you're not thinking about it this time. But in reality, you want to look at your target whenever you're doing anything. Throwing, shooting a basketball, facing off, right? So we want to stare at a tiny spot on the ball, right? Anyone watch American Sniper? I've said this one before. What does he say about aiming? Aim small, miss small, right? So rather than just looking at the ball, pick out a letter on it, a smudge, something that you're locking in. Obviously, he can't look at the ball right now because it's in my hand above his head. So maybe just pick out like a spot in the turf, one of the little lines in the soccer net down there. He's just gonna stare and wait for me to drop it. Let's go. So if he drops like 3 in a row and he's not getting it, particularly for younger guys, just say down, set, so he knows when to be ready, and then go. So who's taking physics? How can I get this ball to drop faster to challenge him more? Hold it higher, right? A little more difficult, all right? You guys got it? So challenge one another. Start out easy, make sure you can catch a couple. Use both our right and our left hand, so just alternate. See how he's upright, nice and tall, his hands are at his hips, very relaxed, good job. Partner up, let's go.
All right, down, set.
He's not dropping it after set, he's been pretty consistent, so wait, be patient.
Down, set.
Good, much better. 10 seconds, last 2 or 3. Stand behind him. It's hard for him to catch those. Just go like this. It's because you're scared to get close to him. He doesn't bite. I work with him all the time. He hasn't been mean to me once. You're back for more, huh? Good, close. Yeah. Good. Why do we face off without our stick? Why do I like the ball grab drill? Who knows? Muscle memory, good, Teddy. What else? What are we still sitting in while we're down here? Stance. What motion are we simulating when we drive our hands? Punching, right? So let's come down. Let's take the balls out of the way, put them to the left of your butt end, and let's clamp. Where do my fists end up? Hold them there. Grab a ball with your left hand, put it in front of your right fist. Grab a ball with your left hand again, put it in front of where your left fist goes. Now, we're gonna put our stick behind those balls on that angle we just punched, all right? We're gonna sit in our stance with our hands on the line. I want you to punch 2 and grab both balls, all right? So notice, my stick is not between me and the balls, it's behind the balls, all right? We don't wanna hit our stick. The goal, if I leave like a 2-inch gap between those balls and my stick, is not to hit my stick. We wanna lock and drop all of our weight to the ground, squeeze those balls as we drive in. First 5 whistles, we're just gonna go with our hands. I don't want you to think about moving your body. Stay in your stance, set, whistle. Drive, lock in, Drop all your weight to your gloves, all right? Down. Don't push off your knee yet. Set. Down. Set. These two showed up a little later too. They'll check in later. Down. 3 more. Set. Good. Eyes up. How many of you guys feel like you're dropping the balls? I got news for you. Unless you're one of the quickest guys ever, just getting over the top of the ball is not gonna cut it. We wanna stay as low as possible with our hands. I say you wanna be just about enough off the ground where you're barely scraping the turf. Now, for these 5, we're gonna work off pushing off our toes. So if I push into the ground on both my big toes, I want you to think about dropping your shoulders maybe 2 inches and bringing your head right behind your right glove, because that's where we want to get most of our weight. So I'm here, my elbows are bent, set, whistle. All right, and again, just short of that shaft, down. Set. Don't hop, down. You stay in your stance, we just push off our knee, our hips come up and our chest comes down, set. Down. Set. You wanna come here real quick? Teddy, you got this buzzer.
Send me up.
Eyes up. So, we're gonna put a ball down. We're gonna line up in our stance. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my stick behind my right hand as my reference point, that I don't wanna be any closer to the ball than this stick. And yes, it's probably a little further away than when I actually lined up, but we're working on punching that arm. What is good mechanics when I punch that arm? Pinky to the ball, good. What's the fastest way from one spot to the next? Straight, right? We don't want any bend in that movement. We want to snap that elbow straight. So I start with a slight bend. On that whistle, pinky to the ball, and I snap. So my thumb is almost pointed right out at Steven's hand. Does that make sense? You got us? Yeah. And we'll go, like, say 5 to warm up, then we're gonna do a best of 7 for push-ups. See if I still got it.
Yeah. Set.
And if you guys lock up, fight for that ball. Work on your grip strength. Good punch, you came too hot. All right, partner up, let's go. Thanks, buddy. Set. Teddy, went for the quick clamp. Down. Set. All day, if you guys go early, 5 push-ups. Down. Set. Good hunch, don't drop your shoulders back. So you go to start teaching him how to clamp. Set. All right, eyes up, look where your shoulders are pointed. Here, come back in your stance. Down. Don't go yet though. I want this knee a little closer. Upright a little more. Yes, and shoulders turn. So then this elbow on your here, extend. Set. Early, let's go, 5. Down. All right, bring it up. You guys feeling loose? It's not the way I wanted to turn it. All right, next, we're gonna dial in our clamps. What 2 directions does the ball start from the throat of my stick? Towards the right, down the line, and what else? Towards the ground, right? To get the ball all the way into the throat, we need to go down and towards the ball with both our hands. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab 2 balls, we're gonna take our left glove off. We're gonna work on being short and sharp with our first movement. Ball's gonna start in the shooting strings, not all the way up, but shooting strings. I'm gonna put this ball maybe 4 fingers length in front. On that whistle, I want you guys just worrying about our hands. Set. We don't punch to the glove, we don't hit the ball. As I get better at it, and I'll tell you guys when, we're gonna move it closer. Set. And I punched a little too far there, right? Set. Better, right? So we're gonna go 10 reps, and then we're gonna go with a partner. Somebody wanna come, wait, I'm not done. Steven, come down. We're gonna go through a little progression with our partner. It's gonna be sets of 3. Half clamp for me. For our sets of 3, we're gonna go top of the stick, 3/4, middle. All right, each time, just working on punching both our hands right into that ball, 3/4. Middle. All right, and then he's gonna go, and then we're gonna go against each other, best of 3. So when we go best of 3, you wanna go against him? We're gonna go top of the stick, first rep. Come down. Emphasis on what? What did I have in front of my left hand? Glove. And we can keep our left glove off, so you guys put it here. We're just working on our first move because I really want you guys to get better at that. If I allow you to rotate or to punch forward at 12 o'clock, you develop habits, muscle memory, and you're not gonna be as good at going straight into the ball. Does that make sense? Down. Set. I felt this was on. Down. Up higher, right? Top of the stick, I mean it. Teddy, that's definitely not the top, that's shooters. Set. You're scared, that's why. 3/4, down. Set. One more, down, middle. Set. You guys got it? All right, let's go. Get this up more. I want you like there, so you're close. Set. Down. Much better. Because if you're back, look at, I can't punch that far. Set. Set. Down. Set. Hey, don't bend your elbow. Turn your thumb. Down. Set. You're still doing it. Down. No, punch that out. Down. Look up. It's like that. You're punching diagonal. Set. Yes, much better. Good. Down. Set. Good, nice clamp. Down. 2 more. Set. Little more left hand. Down. Get it right before that glove. Set. Yes, better. And it's all right, you hit the balls. Set. Don't punch this way. Down. Come down. No, this right there. Okay, yes. Set. Better, right? Stance every time, both you guys. Down. Set. Still, it's not all the way in the throat, right? Your pinky needs to stuff into the ball more. All right, top of the stick against each other, down. 5. Yep, it's first move only, right? So if I lock up with you, Teddy, and my top edge is underneath yours, I win. Let him stuff in and finish that clamp. We're gonna play for 5 push-ups each round, down. Get this over. Yeah, knee right here. Like, there. Set. Sorry, you're going like this. I need you to go here. 2 more rounds. That way. Down. 3/4. Left foot right outside your butt end. Yes. Set. Same thing. I want to stop bending so much like this. Upright more. And think about bang. Snap your thumb. Down. This way. Set. A little better. He's good though. Second. Don't drop that elbow. Snap through it. That was good though. Everything else looked better. Your footwork's a little better. You're still tight with your toes. Middle. Last 2 reps. Down. What's wrong? So I had one. Set. Don't drop. Down. Keep this up. Set. How much better? Right? Yeah. All right, we ready? Playing for 5. Set. Redo. Down. Set. How much better is that? Right? Just differ your aim. 3. Be patient. Switch rolls. Down. Down. Set. Down. Good job with your hunch. Don't drop your roddy so much. Yep. Set. Good. See how much stronger that motion is? Last 3. Down. Middle of the stick. Set. Better. Job staying up. Down. Set. Down. Set. Good. And you guys ready for the last set? We're going best of 7. 2 in the top, 3 in the middle, or excuse me, 2 in the top, 3 in the shooters, 2 in the middle. All right? 10 push-ups on the line. Down. Better. Down.
Joe, can you throw him in?
Yeah, he can go there. Little man, right? Just monitor those guys. Set. Grab him. You go with him. Hopefully he can explain it with you. We're almost done now. Down.
One man, I go.
Set. All right, if you lost 10. We're gonna work on second move next. If you guys wanna grab a quick squirt, go ahead. 2 minutes. All right, we got everything. So I wanna introduce those helping us coach today. This is Sam Altmans. He currently plays at Rutgers. He works for Blue Star Lacrosse and Apex Lacrosse events. You guys probably have no idea what that is, but he lives in New Jersey. He does a bunch of stuff with me throughout the summer. He's here to train and help coach. And then Kevin Reisman, he plays for the Cannons like I told you guys. He's been their starter this year. He went to Limestone where he would be humble about it, but he was were you D2 player of the year? Twice as a face-off guy. Highest win percentage, 3-time All-American? 4-time All-American. So he definitely knows what he's talking about. If you guys want to try to beat him today, you're free to challenge him whenever you'd like. All right, so now we're gonna go and progress into like second move and pinching the ball. So how many of you guys would say that you have 2 or less years of face-off experience? I want you on the right. On the right, if you have more than 2, on the left. Be honest. Here we go, circle up around me. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go through pinch progression. We're gonna kind of go through a progression drill of after you clamp and pinch and on your exit. And then we're gonna go into screw drill, all right, rotational stuff, and then a little bit more dummy work. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start with just 1 whistle and then we'll lead into 2, 3, 4, whatever. All right, first thing we'll start off with 2 whistles. All right. So that first whistle, all we're gonna do, right, is just focus. Oh, you were blowing it for me? Not yet. So on that first whistle, right, all we're just gonna focus on is just getting down that line, getting that ball to the throat of the stick, stuff the throat, right? Come down hard on that top edge of our head, right? And then on that second whistle, we're just gonna pinch. So if coach is gonna give me 2 whistles here. Right, that's all we're doing, right? And we wanna get our legs involved, right? So as you see off that first whistle, if you wanna blow up for me again, right? What am I doing, right? What am I doing with my legs? Pushing off and I'm getting off my right knee, right? Getting that ball to the throat of the stick,
All right, then on that second whistle, all I'm gonna do is just pick up my left hand. Right? So again, 2 whistles, coach. All right. That's a crappy ball. All right, so first whistle, clamp, get to the ball, to the throw of the stick. Second whistle, pinch. All right, we're gonna do about 5 sets of this, then we're gonna get right back around each other, okay? Yeah, just get on both white lines.
Press hard.
Down. Sit.
No one should be getting.
Good.
Sit.
See how you're sliding upfield though, right? Just snap down on top of it. Okay, see how I'm snapping down on it? Ball doesn't move, keep it on the white line, right? Then on the second, so just pinch. All right, get your shoulders involved, right? Because when you get your shoulders involved, right? All your weight's coming down on top of it, okay?
Sit.
Good, there you go. Yeah, my whistle, down. Set. Good. All right, shouldn't be sliding upfield. Make sure that ball stays on the white line. All right, when that ball comes off the white line, we're sliding upfield. What's gonna happen is during a live face-off, you're just gonna push into your opponent's stick, right? So really focus on keep the ball on the white line, get the ball to the throw of the stick. Down. Set. Good. All right, don't pitch that way, right? This way, not here, here. All right, make sure the stick is bending this way. So you're pulling into you, right? Don't pull in this way, just lift up, right? Last set.
Sit.
All right, circle back up. All right.
You're good.
Now we're gonna do is kind of just a normal progression drill. 3 whistles, right? Clamp, second whistle, pinch, third whistle, you're gonna pull the ball out. All right, but there's a step to this. All right, so on that first whistle, obviously, right? Clamping, getting that ball to the throw of the stick, right? Getting our top edge crashing down over the ball off of our right knee. Okay, second whistle, pinch. On our third whistle, we're gonna pull the ball out. When we pull that ball out, right, our first step has to be with our right foot. Okay, so coach, if I'm going against coach here, Sam just one step in front of me. Yeah. All right, after I get that clamp, okay, if I just pull out like this, right, he can just easily take that away from me, right, and just step in front of me. What I wanna do is I wanna use my right foot with my right leg and my shoulders and turn it into him. So my first step is my right foot. Okay, so when we're doing this, right, on that third whistle, let's really make sure that when we're pulling that ball out, okay, our first step is our right foot and we're turning our shoulders. So if coach wants to give me 3 whistles, kind of demonstrate how the drill goes. Right? Pretty simple, right? But our fundamentals have to be sound, right? Clamp, get our top edge over the ball, shoulders over the ball, head over the ball, off of our right knee, pushing off our toes on that first whistle. Second whistle, we pinch. Third whistle, pull the ball out. What am I turning? That's my first step, but what am I turning? Right, I'm turning my right shoulder into my opponent. Okay? And one other thing I want to mention, right, when we pinch, I see a couple of you doing this, right? Make sure we're pinching this way. Okay, kind of throw that butt end out a little bit if you're having difficulty, but our head should be bending like this, right? Not like that, like this right now. Got it? So we're gonna run through this we'll get about 6 to 8 reps, all right? Set. Good, right? Jump.
Down.
Set. Good. All right, just make sure the ball comes out.
Yeah, I need to restring it because the shooters keep going to the inside.
All right. Everything's good, right? One thing I would say is when you pinch it, you don't really have to take a step to the right here, right? Because when you clamp off of that first whistle, you're here, right? You're already off your toes, right? Pinch, when you're here, that's where you can exit, right? When I take a step to my right, if me and you are facing off against each other, right? I clamp, I'm here, I take a step to my right, what am I making harder for myself?
Get out, take that right foot.
Right? Because now I'm putting myself, you're like, I'm making you, like putting you in my way, right? So don't take that step to the right, right? Stay here, drag it into you, and then you're out. All right? Let's just get one more. Ooh. Good. What's your name? Timmy. Timmy?
Yeah.
Timmy, you want to help me with something? All right, circle it back up. Now what we're gonna do a little bit of a drill. So I coached at Cornell the past 2 years, and I started doing this with my Faceoff guys. Right? We're gonna do a drill where, right, me and Timmy are gonna be down. We're both gonna be about 50% over the ball, right? Timmy's gonna put pressure on the ball for me, okay? And on the whistle, all I'm going to do, right, I'm gonna shoot my right hand into that ball, right? Push off my toes, and then I'm gonna pinch with my left hand like this, okay? Why would we practice something like this? What? 50-50s, right? When we're starting to gain leverage, we start to peel them off the ball, okay? We don't have to completely rotate with that bottom hand so low to the point we get over the ball. That's good, but if me and Timmy are in a 50-50, right? And we're rotating, and I realize I'm starting to gain leverage, and I'm gonna peel him off the ball, all I have to do really is just shoot my right hand into that ball, throw my left hand, pinch it, and I'm out, okay? So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna come down, right? Both gonna be 50-50 over the ball, TP style, right? It's gonna be one whistle. Down, set, whistle, right? Timmy's just gonna put pressure on, right? Let's put that ball towards the top of the head, okay? When anytime we do a dummy drill and you put that ball towards the lower part of the head, right? Timmy could be putting a little bit of pressure on, and it just makes it hard for me, all right? He'd be going against me, and it's gonna be tough for even me to take that ball away from him because it's already in the throat of the stick, right? So when you do dummy drills, let's put that ball at the top part, okay? So Timmy's just gonna put pressure on, I'm going down, set, whistle, right? And I'm here, right? I pinch with my left hand, I throw my pinky into that ball, right? And I get that ball to the throat of my stick. You guys got it? All right, so you're gonna do 3 reps in a row, and then you're gonna switch to your partner's gonna do 3 reps in a row, right? We're gonna do 3 sets of 3, all right?
Good.
Good, all right?
Sit.
Good. Once you do 3 in a row, switch with your partner. All right, both of you guys are starting over the ball, 50-50. All right. Let's go like this. Good.
Sit.
All right. It feels awkward, right? A little bit. Right? All it is this. Right? Shoot your pinky into that ball. Ball's gonna throw the stick. Lift up the left hand. Good. There you go. That was good. Good. All right. Just get off that right knee, right? Push off your toes. Good, right? Don't have to step. Right? Look at my feet. Right? I'm pushing off my toes and open up with my right knee.
Hey, way better. Way better.
Yep, good. Good, there you go. Good job stuffing the throat. Reset. Down. Set. Good. Set. Good, there you go. Good job. There you go. There you go. Let's get another ball. How many times have you gone? Twice. Good, there you go. All right, you wiggle again, right? Step back. Yeah, right. So let me go this time.
Sit.
All right, See how I'm just snapping down on top of it? I'm just lifting up my left hand into that pinch. Right, that's what you gotta do. You're doing this off the whistle, right? Snap into it, right? Shoot that right hand to the ball, then pinch.
Set.
Okay?
What'd you see though? What we just talked about, getting our head over the ball. When he snaps over the ball, you see how his head comes immediately with it? So if you're snapping over the ball, your head's gonna come there. If your head goes there, you should be snapping over the ball. That makes sense. So, kind of like two little checks.
Start. Ooh. Don't shoot over it, right? Once that whistle blows, right? We're snapping down, keep your head over the ball. Down. All right. So we're gonna take a step away from that. So what we're gonna talk about now and go over is just like our rotational stuff, okay? Now, when it comes to rotation, what do you think's the most important, like a few key things that we do with our body? What do you think? What? Follow your stick, yeah, but body placement. When I'm down, right? If I'm in a rotation or if I'm just doing the screw drill, right? Where's my body? Over the ball, right? Good. I keep my head over the ball, I keep my shoulders over the ball, okay? I keep my shaft between the turf and my chest, right? Where are my knees? No. Are they on the ground? No, they're up, right? If I'm like this, all right, if I'm locked up in a 50-50 face-off and I'm on my right knee, right? It's gonna be hard for me to work around that ball, right? So I wanna be up on my toes the whole time, right? Head and shoulders over the ball, pointing towards that ball, okay? Because I wanna be punching my right hand into the throat of the stick, the ball into the throat of the stick the entire time when I'm in a 50-50, okay? So those are a few things that we wanna make sure that we're doing when we're doing the screw drill, okay? Right, head over the ball, shoulders over the ball. Shaft is between the turf and my chest. I'm off both of my knees, okay? And I'm on my toes, all right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the screw drill. All right, I got 3 progressions when we go into the screw drill. All right, first progression is we're just clamping and we're rotating clockwise, right? So it'll be 2 whistles, okay? First whistle, clamp, rotate, second whistle, pinch, and pull the ball out. All right, we just went over pinching, okay? Now it's time to work on that exit, right? What's my first step when I pull that ball out? Right foot, right? What do I turn? Shoulders, good, okay? So we're gonna take a water break and then when we come back, we're gonna get right into this. All right, so get a sip of water. Second progression, right? We're gonna work on our defensive rotation, right? So that first whistle here, second whistle, pinch, pull the ball out. Pretty simple. All right, and then that third progression, we're gonna work on change of direction. All right, so Timmy, come back out. Where you at, Timmy? All right, so Timmy's out just for a demonstration, right? We're not gonna need a partner for this, but what I want Timmy to do is just stand up, right? There's gonna be a lot of times where you're facing off, right? You're in a 50-50, and you finally get over that ball. Your opponent's gonna stand up, so Timmy stands up, right? Now when we're in that 50-50, we're rotating clockwise. Now when Timmy gets to his feet, right, he steps here to my butt end, right? He's digging under. What we immediately wanna do, right, is just get into that defensive rotation, right? Change direction and pull the ball out, right? So that third progression, right, is gonna be first whistle, clamp, rotate clockwise. Second whistle, get right into that defensive rotation. And then we're gonna add a third whistle, and that's when you pull the ball out. Got it? All right, so we're gonna do the first progression. We're gonna get about 3 reps in of just rotating clockwise. 2 whistles, rotate clockwise on the first one. Second one, pull that ball out. Okay, give yourself some space here. The one you got. Good. Good up. Right? Just make sure when you pull that ball out, right? Step with the right foot. Turn your shoulders. All right. Good job, right? What'd you not do though? Watch me pull the ball out.
I didn't turn my shoulders, so it was.
Then turn your shoulders, just take a step. Oh, this is slow motion. Let me get this down. All right. Right. Make that right step earlier. Overemphasize the step and turning your shoulders. Okay, because when you overemphasize it in practice, when it comes to game, right, you're already doing it because it's muscle memory. Rich? All right, Rich is gonna show us the second progression. All right, what are we doing? First whistle blows. Nope. All right, defensive rotation, right? First whistle blows, we clamp, we get right into our defensive rotation. All right, so I'm gonna give you 2 whistles. Down. Set. Yep, there we go.
That's it.
Right, we got it, right? First whistle, clamp, right into our defensive rotation. Okay? Second whistle, pull the ball out. All right, now when we're doing our defensive rotation, it's the same thing, right? Now, Rich is gonna come down. I kinda wanna point one thing out. It's kinda something that helps me out when I do this, right? So Rich already clamped, he's in his defensive rotation, right? Same rules apply. We wanna keep our head and our shoulders over the ball. We wanna keep our shaft between the turf and our chest, and we wanna stay off of our right knee. But when Rich is in his defensive rotation, all right, go on your D rotation, right? Our butt end of our stick is kinda gonna get out there a little bit, and our left hand's gonna get extended, right? What I like to say is, let's get this butt end chasing our left foot, right? Because if I'm facing, let me use your stick. If I'm facing off against Rich, and he's already clamped the ball, and now I get to my feet, right? And he's doing his defensive rotation, go derotate, right? And he's leaving this butt end out there, right? I'm able to lift here and get under him, right? And I can pull that ball out, right? So we want to keep this butt end underneath our body, right? So what I'm saying is, let's get this butt end chasing our left foot, protecting that butt end so we're not getting a lift in. Our opponent doesn't get a lift in, excuse me. You guys got it? All right, 2, shut. Right? Yep. Like I said. Good job. What's your name?
Timmy.
Good job. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot.
Sit. I can pull that pop a little bit, right? A little high.
So let's watch this one. You don't have to go on this rep.
Sit.
Yeah, just a little bit. You're doing a little bit, have a little bit more bend in the elbow there, right? You want all your weight coming down on that spot, right? So you don't have to be like this, right? Especially when you're rotating, right? You could put a little bit of a dip into your elbow. That's what's gonna help you to keep your head over the ball tail, all right? You already put your hand up. You can't back out now. All right, what are we doing? Tell me. Actually, tell the group, what are we doing in the last progression? Yep. Yep. There's 3 whistles, right? First whistle, you're gonna show us, right? First whistle, we're gonna clamp, rotate clockwise. Second whistle, we're gonna change our direction, defensive rotation, and then on our third whistle, we just pinch and pull the ball out. Okay? Down. Actually, let's wait for them to blow their whistle, then we'll go. All right, ready? Down. Set. Good. All right, let's get to it.
Sit.
So you went opposite. All right, rotate, first whistle, right? Rotate clockwise, regular rotation. Second whistle, get right into your defensive rotation. That's when you change directions. And third whistle, pull the ball out. You know. There you go. Right? You're getting flat-footed, right? Get on your toes, right? That's what I mean by, when you get flat-footed, right, you're kind of in an unbalanced stance, right? You're kind of rotating on the ground like this, right? We want to be like this, right? When we're like this, right, I'm heavy on the ball. I'm heavy on my top hand, right? So no one can take it away from me. When I'm like this, what happens is when I rotate, my hands come up just slightly. You don't feel it when you're rotating, but your hands come up, especially when you're flat-footed, because you don't have all your weight coming down, and you're gonna rotate off the ball, okay? So make sure you're like this, right? You're in an athletic position here, so you can pinch, right? And you can explode out of your stance and get the GB. All right.
We're about
One thing I would say is just keep your head lower. Right, keep your head over the ball, because when your head rises, right about here, that's when you start to get flat-footed again.
big ground ball. Big ground ball.
All right, so we're here. Look. Good, good. Once you change direction, look at your feet.
Yeah.
All right, they start to get flat-footed again. Okay, and that's when your head starts to come off the ball a little bit. Okay. Keep your head low, keep your head over the ball. Okay. We're both gonna be down. All right, once again, we're gonna start in that TP position. Like this, right? Both of us are gonna be 50 over the ball. And on that whistle, right? All Lars is doing is just keeping pressure on that ball, right? And I'm working over that ball, right? But he's gonna rotate with me. Okay, so, you wanna give us a whistle? Yeah, just one whistle. All right? Once you get over the ball, pinch it and pull the ball out. All right, but it's a pretty simple drill. Okay, we're just working on our fundamentals, right? Now, as we do this drill, all right, let's challenge each other. Let's put a little bit more pressure on that ball. Let's make each other work to get that ball out. But, all right, our fundamentals are very important. If we don't have good fundamentals, right, this drill's not gonna work, all right? And it's just, everything's gonna feel awkward, okay? So keep your head over the ball, right? Get off your right knee. Be heavy on that right hand. Make sure you're also punching into the ball the whole time. So Lars, come down, right? A lot of times what happens is when people rotate, okay, get over here so everyone can see. Everyone behind me. I don't need a whistle right now. What happens a lot of times when people rotate, right? They rotate themselves off the ball, okay? And the ball's no longer in the throw of the stick, it may rise, okay? What did I say before we started the screw drill? All right, I want my body position going towards where? The ball, right? Why? So I'm heavy, but when I'm locked up in a 50-50, where do I get the ball? Throw the stick, right? So if me and Lars are like this, right? My body position's here, right? Ball's into the middle of the stick. All I have to do is this, right? Look where the ball went, right to the throw of the stick. Okay, so when we're doing this drill, let's make sure our bodies are like this, not like this. Because if my body's like this, right, and the ball's in the throat, in the middle of the stick, it's gonna be hard for me to get it back to the throat. Now, if I'm here, all I have to do is just push off my feet straight forward, and it's gonna throw the stick. Got it? So let's make sure our bodies are pointed towards that ball the whole time, and our head's going towards that ball on an angle. Just so when that ball does get to middle of the head, right, all we have to do is just shoot our hands and push it off our toes, get the ball right to the throw of the stick. All right? So partner up. Down. Where is it?
Set.
Set.
Good job, Isaac.
Right, alternate with your partner.
Sit.
All right, good first movement. Let's watch though.
I'll watch.
Ready?
What are we doing with our left hand off the whistle? All right, you're just doing this though, right? You're just waving it up and down. You're not doing anything there. All right, you could bring that left hand, have leverage off the whistle, but when you leave it up there so high and you're just wiggling it up and down like this, it's not doing anything, right? And what actually happens is, look at your, yeah, right? Your stick flips over, right? You don't want to be like that when you're pulling the ball out because you're exposing the ball, right? We want your top edge to be over that ball when you pull the ball out.
So
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
What thing? This? That's a microphone. Much better. Much better. I'll show you this one. Guys, go get a sip of water. Much better there. Left hand's low. Good. Pinch out. All right. Big difference. And look how you're over the ball when you pull it out.
Yeah.
Right. You see right there. You get over it. You're here. Good. Just pick that left. Good. Good punch. All right. Step with that right foot though. More. All right. Overemphasize that right foot. Turn the shoulders in. Good job. All right. So have you guys actually faced off standing up before? When you break? You're gonna raise your hands? All right. So when you're standing up, a couple things I just want to point out that I'd say are key. One is your body position, right? No one really faces off standing up anymore unless they're getting beat or they feel like they could counter somebody and kind of expose them, right? So when you're standing up, right, your balance and your stance has to be important, right? Because of long whistles these days and all the procedures and rules that are with face-offs, right? If you're standing up, you're gonna be standing up for a while, right? Because the ref's gotta set you guys up and he's gotta put the ball down and he's gonna hold the whistle for like 2 to 3 seconds, or those are gonna be the 2-3 seconds long, the longest 2-3 seconds of your life, right? So when you're standing up, one thing I wanna say is you wanna take your stick, right? Put your head at about 45-degree angle, right? Put your foot behind it, all right? Because everything has to be the left of the ball. We already know that, all right? And I would say is get your left foot about a little bit more shoulder width apart, close to the midline, all right? Now, when you drop down in your stance, some people like to kind of turn that left foot into the ball. Others just kind of like to leave it flat on the ground like that. All right, one thing I would say is it's all preference, right? If you want to turn that foot, all right, kind of get your heel off the ground, get your spikes a little bit more planted into the ground so you can push off of it, by all means, all right? It's your preference, what you feel more comfortable in. All right, if you want to leave it flat on the ground, then that's fine, okay? But the most important thing is that when you're down in your stance, right, you should feel comfortable and you should have balance, right? You shouldn't be, leaning over, rolling into the face-off, right? You should be able to just squat down, right? Drop your stick, right? And be able to just move your hands freely, okay? So what we're gonna work on, right, before we get any whistles, any movement about raking, clamping over the ball, stand up, we're just gonna get over our ball, right? And we're gonna do about 10 reps of this. Just walking up to it, I'm gonna say down, set, and then you're gonna get up, walk away, right? And then you're gonna walk back up to the ball, down, set, right? And then you're gonna get back up, right? Because we just want our stance to be the same every single time we get down for a face-off, especially when we're standing up, all right? Because a lot of people can feel uncomfortable when they stand up, facing off. So when we approach that ball, we want to approach it the same way, all right? And we want to get down the same way and make sure our stance is the same every single time, all right? So just get on the ball, get on the line. Sam brought up a good point, right? When we're down in our stance, where should our right elbow be when we get down? Inside, right? If we're out here, right? It's gonna be pretty hard for us to just clamp over that ball and get a movement towards it with our hands, right? But now if we have that elbow inside, right? My elbow's already, or my arm is already pointed pretty much or angled towards that ball. So when that whistle blows, right? I'm able to react to it, right? Going towards that ball, okay? Now, it's all preference, like with hand placement, if you wanna go underhand or overhand, but anytime I stand up, I always go underhand. Okay? When I'm standing up and I'm facing off, right, there's a lot more I can do if I'm going underhand than there is overhand. If I'm going overhand face off, right, and I'm standing up, right, it's gonna be kind of a little bit harder for me to rake, right, to go for that lift, right, because you naturally, how do you hold the stick, right? Like this, right? With your top hand being under, right? So when we go down, if we're standing up for a face off, right, if I'm going, Sam, you wanna come here? So me and coach are facing off, right? And he gets over that ball, right off that whistle, right? I'm gonna be able to react a lot quicker and there's gonna be a lot more for me to do, okay, if my hand's already under, right? I could go for a lift, I could come back here, pull the ball out, I can do whatever. There's a little bit more I can do, and I can do it a lot quicker if my hand's under, if I'm going underhand grip. All right, thanks. So the first thing we're gonna do when we're talking about underhand, right, is just getting that right hand towards the ball, right? When it comes to face-offs, the most important thing to me is your right hand, right? Even if you're going knee down, right, our right hand is the closest thing to the ball, and that's where we want, that's the first thing we want to get to the ball, right, is our right hand. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go one whistle. We're gonna be down, set, whistle, right? We're gonna clamp over that ball. We're gonna get that right hand to the ball, right? Get that ball to the throat of the stick, right? So everyone stand over here. Right, we're gonna add a little bit more onto this, just like we did with the progression drill when we did pinching and all that. All right, so the first whistle, all right, we're just gonna do one whistle to start. Down, set, whistle. Here, right, getting that ball to the throat of the stick, right? Getting our head over the ball. All right, it's pretty simple, so you wanna blow a whistle?
Down. Sit. Down.
All right, ball to the throat of the stick, right? I'm shooting my right hand into the ball, okay? Keep the ball on the white line. We don't wanna be coming upfield. If we're coming upfield, we're just gonna be putting it right in the back end of our opponent's stick. All right, so keep that ball on the white line, okay? Get that ball to the throat of the stick. Got it? All right, get on the white line. Set. Good. Good job. All right, keep the ball on the white line though, right? Don't come upfield. Down. Set. Good. One more rep. Down.
We want to lock it in the front, right?
Set. Good. Girl, circle it back up.
I think he's ready to film. Yeah.
I just want to go over one more thing. Stand up. All right, before we break here, I want to go over one more thing with stand up. Where the hell did I just put it?
I got it.
All right.
So we can get step on.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, so when we're going over stand up, one last thing I want to point out is once we get that right hand in, we kind of want to get our left hand involved off the whistle too, right? So off that whistle, right, I shoot my right hand into the ball. What I like to do is I kind of like to lift up with my left hand, right? One, so I can pinch it. Lars, come here. All right, so if Lars is knee down, right, and we're going against each other, come back here so you can see, or get on this side of me. Everybody. All right. Reason why I like to pick up my left hand is because what I do with my right hand. All right, so I shoot my right hand, right, whistle blows, we meet here, I shoot my right hand in. All right, all I have to do is I just have to get a little bit of plastic on this ball and I'm in good shape. All right, I'm here, I lift up with my left hand. From here now, what I like to do is, one, off the whistle, if I get the ball, that's great. It's mine, I can do whatever I want with it. But if we meet here off the whistle, right, I lift up my left hand a little bit, right, I try to get a pinch on it. But what I like to do is I like to punch my right hand through my opponent's head. And when I punch my right hand through my opponent's head, I like to curl my wrist back, right? And I punch through. And as I'm punching through, I lift up so that we get here, right? Come with me. We get here, I lift him up. Even if he's clamped over that ball, I get under him and I get him off the ground, right? Because even if the ball's in the back of his stick, if I get him off the ground and I punch through, the ball comes out, right? Even better, right? I'm here, right? I punch through with my right hand, the ball comes out my way and I can pick it up and go for a fast break, okay? So again, off that whistle, right? I shoot my right hand into that ball, I lift up my left hand, and then I punch through with my right hand through his head, all right?
All right, so did you guys watch your opponent or your last game first? Opponent before you watch your last game?
Yeah. But
no matter what you do, if you're better and you can be like the best version of yourself, it shouldn't matter what anyone else does. You're gonna beat them no matter what. So it's always more important to focus on yourself. Yes or no? You can't control what someone else does, right? They may face off complete. You could see him standing up one game, he may not take one single stand at face up, right? So sometimes you have to throw the scout out the window. And if you don't know exactly what your game plan is going into the game, you're not gonna do well. So number one, you always wanna look to highlight the good things first. Yes, it's easy to pick out bad stuff when you watch film, right? But to continue to get better and reinforce the things you do well, you have to focus on that the most, all right? And I know we'll probably try to keep this 10 to 20 minutes. Does that sound good? Do you have your crossover account as well? Do you have it on your phone? Can you access it? Like you can go through the clips, right? All right, I'll have you go next.
Be an important part of today's game. Archer's the best IQ attack in the league.
So watch some of these. He went early. Again, watch my left hand. What move did he just do? He raked. What did he do with his top edge before he raked? He came back and then swiped right underneath. I punched my left hand too far and I also stepped with my left foot. Hang on, right here, right? That like tells me I went into my rotation too quick. Next face up, don't think too much into it.
You can sit is. He had 2 last week.
What do you notice about my grip? Am I heavy or light on my hands? Light, but do I put pressure on my sidewall?
In their win.
Right? Who looks closer to the ball? It's close, right? See how he's trying to lean a little bit as well, though? I think he went early again. What'd you guys notice there? Yeah, so I think he went early. Watch him twitch again a little. As he goes out, I keep right hand pressure. Now watch, you gotta, as soon as the ball's in between you guys, what do you need to do? Get it to which side of your body? Right? Get it towards my back so I'm in between him and the ball. This one, wing guys kind of got in tight on us. I should have tried to get it more downfield.
Kelly going after it again, the ball squirts free.
And they got that one.
Thank you, Olive.
Feel bad for the rook of that one. Assistant. 3 goals. The Archers have scored 13.
Now right here, look how high up I come with my left hand. Almost get the jam. A little bit wet though, so I slip off it and I just come right back down to avoid getting a VIO. Because if you get a VIO, you can't take the next draw. So pretty not ideal start, right? Let's see how the game progresses.
Here to start the second quarter. First time listening to
different angle. Better keeping my first move short and not stepping? Yes or no?
First time any?
Is that what we practice? Right?
The PLL has been scoreless for an entire
What did he do well?
team. The PLL.
Right? So what did I do? Roll those wrists back, pop it right, you can get out frame.
Archers had a 3.5.
Now, I see the pole right here. I probably could pass this to the guy at the bottom of the screen, but you can always go back, right? The other team does what after face-off? Do the guys you play against play defense?
Yeah.
All the time?
No.
Do they sub at all? Most of the time teams sub, so it's easier to clear than if they set up like a 10-man ride. So you can go back. It's probably what he's gonna do because it's the most important face-off of the game. So I knew he was gonna rake. I went even closer with my body to my stick, and now watch, look how much further I drive my body down the line on this one. And he almost gets it again, right? He does. Because I'm moving my body there, I trap it. I'm able to get a quick ground ball. My wing guy does a great job keeping me away from him. Then we get the overtime draw. All right, regardless, we're gonna watch the Chrome. This is Coach Semino going against Baptiste. Who has it? It looks like Drew's about to get it here, but what does he fail to do? Get over it, right? So watching it something, so me playing Baptiste this week, watching something he does well.
Baptiste block up.
Gets over the ball, look where his head goes.
Arguably the best
Right over.
position in Trevor Baptiste.
He's pretty heavy, right? I weigh about 205, he's like 235. So one thing I definitely need to be able to be ready for is to out-rotate him. I have to react first and then get ready to rotate. So Drew's a little bit smaller. So and Farrell's a little bit bigger, so watch Farrell on this one. This is a different angle too. He punches straight in, see how short his movement is with his left hand? But look, see how he's pushing off that toe? And Trevor punches too far here, so what does he do? Rolls his wrist back and rakes it.
And he got that season 3 points.
So that could be something we exploit. Now, what do you notice about his stance? Very open. He's very open, so what does that mean he's gonna do? Probably come upfield. Next, look how heavy he is on his hand. Remember we talked about me being light on my hands? How could you tell? Could you see space between my stick and the glove? Any space there? No, he's squeezing tightly. What's he preparing for?
Rick.
No, what's he gonna do?
Go forward.
He's trying to clamp as heavy as possible, right? And pin his body on the ball so that he can rotate people off of it.
And we see Drew Simino.
Drew does a really good job getting into the ball here. Watch him use his left hand, ready? See that wrench motion? Goes to defensive exit. Ball doesn't come out of his stick. Does a good job keeping it going one way and hustling.
This one kicked all the way.
Kicks it back. Where's your safe spot?
Barrels, shoulders are your cup.
Yep, his stance looks more like whose? Yep, mine. Why do you guys think? Who did I not play that well against? Him and Drew, right? And I knew I wasn't getting into the ball enough. So I was like, maybe I should be a little bit more square. And Kevin's someone who faces off it almost exactly like this as well. Taking reps with him last week, we thought it was a good adjustment. Lighter on his hands as well. Who was quicker there? Watch, you can see by who makes his second move first. Boom, boom. So that's something, because he's such a heavy clamper, maybe if I get in, I can make my second move quickly.
We're going, but we're gonna keep playing. It's a long game, but
Now right here, what do you think's gonna happen?
very well done and proud, I'm sure.
Who started using their head first? Yep, so he needs to be careful.
Thanks so much, Paul. This is the first lockup we've had between Farrell and Baptiste. That's a combined 465 pounds locked up in the Faceoff X. All the
Their belly's hanging out.
waiting for that ball to pop free.
And now watch, what do you notice that Baptiste doesn't do a good job up here? And this is only PLL you can do this, where you can dig in and hit the face-off, guys.
All the wings.
What do you notice though? Look at his right elbow. Right? He's not, that's something, if I get my shoulders back, I can also exploit. Does Farrell do a great job of this here? Watch, Will Haas is talking to him. You can almost hear it on the volume. They get a fast break. So a lot of things you can learn rather than watching like just the face-off guys, what the wings are doing. What are the Atlas wings doing? Are they tight or spaced out? Five rep 3. Set. A little better, right? Think about pushing off your left foot so you clamp that way. Everything down the line. You're getting closer though. Set. Come here. You came too far forward there, Roddy. Your punch is good. It's not your second move that's bad, it's your Roddy position.
Set.
All right, see how you have all of it? Now watch. So you drop back,
Yeah.
and then he pulls it out. Push off right there and drives in. Set. Good counter, but I kind of limited you.
Yeah.
See the difference though? Good job. Set. Yeah, Ben, pinch, out. He stole one of those on you? Yeah. Come here. I don't think you're not doing a bad job. Look. The ball's like popping off your ball stop when you get it.
elbow a little bit.
No, that's pretty good.
No, it's kind of flaring out.
Not really. I mean, it's just, he's just driving in. I would rather that than the alternative. He smoked you on the whistle. There's not much you could have done. Good job, Brandon. Come here, Jackson. You're lifting hard. Watch your shoulder. It's fine to lift, but if you bring your shoulder out, yeah, that's not even bad. That's good. That's actually a good clamp, right? The second you see him go to do this, you need to lift your left hand up to trap the ball, all right? Or reverse rotate. Rich, your footwork's good. Watch though. See how you don't start right next to your right knee? Now watch how you're a little separated. See how your body's stretched out, and you take, both of you guys do it, but you guys take this step back with your left foot. Now look how straight your arms are. Yeah. You don't have all your body weight over the ball. Look whose head's closer to the ball.
Lucky pull-up, man.
You're pushing forward. Come down. See? Come back down. Rotate, round 8. Sit in your stance. Let me see the ball. So I need your knee there. I need you to open your hips a little more. Yep. Now upright with your chest. Loosen up your grip. I want you to hold the stick like watch. Grab my hands. Or grab the stick like I did. Right? That's all I need. Now, to clamp. Come back down. I need you to think about stabbing right there to there. And this coming right on that line. So it's there. Right? Stay low. Set. Bang. All right? Set. Bang. That way. And in between reps, think about just going that direction. That. Good tie up. Crank back, Teddy. Yeah. Out. Yeah, let's go. Textbook.
When you're really trying it.
What?
When you really got to do it.
Yeah, if you guys have equal amounts, Colin, come here. You could have done the same thing. I was just standing on his side.
I should get on my
Look,
knee.
right here. See how he's starting to get more of it?
Yeah.
That was nice. Down. We're redoing it because these guys aren't down. Down. Without guessing. I'm gonna make you do 1,000,000 push-ups. Set. It's hurting. You're not helping me. Watch. After the last one, watch it roll. So he's just still. That was a nice one. Set. A little different, right?
Yeah.
All right. I want you to lean off your left foot and be a little, like your head right to your right pec. Rotate, round 9, last round. You're dropping this way. I'm gonna stand over here. So you rolling is helping you attack the ball. We need to work on you driving off your left foot to get in. Down. Good job, Ben. Push that way. Set. You rolled, but you did a better job. Good job, 2-0. That was your best one. I had to hold you back from rolling. Good, Ben, nice job. You could hop there before you get out, so you're on your feet. All right, bring it up. Set.
Good. Reset. Reset. Come on.
Set.
Good. right, rep 3. Rep. Break it out. Good. Good. All right, hey, if you won your matchup, stay to the left of me. If you lost, stand to the right.
Right here if you lost.
Set.
Good job. Good job.
Set. Oh, you gotta keep pinched. He wins that one. You gotta keep it pinched though, right?
They pull up outward too much.
It's okay.
Find an exit, find an exit. Good. Why, what happened? Set. Good. All right, who won their matchups?
Yeah. Stay right there. Good win. Clean. Good job. Isaac, get that check in, right? Right on the stick. Get that check in. Right on the ball. No leaning. Ah. It's all right. He's got a nice clean clamp. He's got a good clamp. Good job. Good win. Don't bar it down.
Check.
That's a good GB. You definitely flinched early too. You still got one more?
No, it's just you.
She said, all right, let's go. Let's bring it over here in the light. Over here in the light. Bring it up, bring it up. Get one ball. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Let's go find, yeah, that's a great idea. Over to Joe, over to Joe. Yo, you're right, you're right.
Take in, roll through, guys. You're really gonna let him beat you on that ground ball and just give up like that? You're better than that, come on. Good job, Rich, good read. Hey, try bending your elbow a tiny bit more. Get on here, explosion. Good pinch, bend out. Who won? Okay. Set. Pinch, out.
You guys back up. Give them some room. Give them some room.
You can make a shut down. You go around the back side.
Set.
Oh, man.
Oh, I thought he had that.
All right, who's up for you?
Joe. Are we doing? No, I have one. So are we doing best of 3 still?
Yeah, best of 3.
All right.
Set. Oh, good punching. Ooh. Set. Set. Oh, stay with it, stay with it. Oh. Set. Oh, keep doing that. That's chip.
Sorry.
All right. Good job. Way to get that out. Set. Oh, nice.
Didn't need a reminder. We got out of the way. We've been there in a couple of cities.
He wants to edge himself.
I'll wait for the other guy to see if he wants.
Oh.
Hey, and who came in third? Can you take a picture of that?
Yeah, guys.
Here. Set. Ooh. Feeling it. Set.
1.
No smiles in that group.
And you guys went somewhere completely else.
Set. Oh, ground ball.
Oh.
Set. Set.
I mean, yeah. That's
crazy.
Right idea.
The other champion gave you the choice, but I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't care. Well,
That one?
yeah. No. Thank you. You have extras? All right, boys. What do we think? You got the bread? What'd you guys enjoy tonight?
I enjoyed the
Besides reps, what did you learn?
film.
I learned how to like the film.
I learned stand up and jam better.
What else? 3 more.
How to pick the pop better.
How? What do you gonna show us?
Yeah, that's right.
Coach Reese did his job.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go. Pretty
What's
good.
our first step though?
When you're going out,
What's your first step? What do you? No. As you're pulling the ball out, what do you take? What's your first step?
your right foot.
Yeah, right foot. We turn what into our opponent's shoulders, right? Good. There we go.
2 more. Is that a hand up?
You gotta tell us.
You
something.
got something for it.
It's a hand up now.
So when you hear
I
set,
would say stand up. The rake, stand up.
What'd you learn about the rake?
Well, it's just a good way to try to win if you're losing. And I just learned how to make my stance more squared so I don't equal.
Yes, you're not stepping forward off the wall.
We learned how to reverse clamp
Yeah.
and reverse break.
What'd you have?
Like right before I hear set, or right before I think I'm gonna hear set, I take a deep breath in so I can blow out.
That's one. Yes, I think that's a great one.
Keep your hands
How to protect your stick better when you're turning.
Right, with that body, gets that outside hip, whether you're going left or right. Good. Anything else?
how to counter a rake.
Pretty good. Jackson dropping 3 answers. Some of you guys aren't even answering one. What did you guys not like? Be honest.
Standing up.
You didn't like it.
it's something you gotta have.
Well, what else? Anything else? That's always the worst question to ask, because you guys don't want to hurt us, guys. But
I like the 3 hours.
you like the 3 hours? Yeah, a little bit different than a lot of the stuff that we've done, right?
Yeah.
So that's, as I told you guys, this is kind of our test run for doing the educational experience. I think doing a more technique, obviously I wish we could do more lives, always, right? But that's what Monday nights are for. If you guys want to come do live reps, come to the Monday night sessions. Sam hasn't, that was probably his first time coming in a year. I know, Colin comes all the time, Steven comes all the time, you come all the time. How many Division I college guys are there right now?
It was 4 last night. 5,
Four last night, right? You guys all want to say you want to play at the next level. Why not go against those guys to really see what it takes to get there, right? So that's, my best piece of advice for those of you guys interested in doing more stuff. We have Rockland sessions down in, on Wednesdays with Noah Rack. We have Rhode Island coming up. We have Connecticut. Mondays in Natick with me. Plenty of opportunities to train. You guys just let me know if you have any questions.
Connecticut?
What?
An overnight camp too.
Yeah, Connecticut's on Sundays. We started again this week.
And overnight.
Anyone who wants to go to overnight camp, there's 10 spots left. That's it.
Next year though.
We got Syracuse though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you
keep that next year.
All right, we good? No, anybody have any questions? What's your homework? Watch the video. You guys are very lucky that he's able to do this and you guys could basically rewatch the whole session. That's everybody's homework. If you don't subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/Faceoff Factor. All right?
You can also check out the Towson camp there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, quick group photo, then we out.
We outie.